What is going on, guys, and welcome back to my channel. In today's video, we're going to be doing a product review on the Hooke Road Toyota 4Runner rock sliders. We're going to go through this product, unbox it with you guys, let you guys know how we think everything from the packaging to the build quality is, and then we're going to show you guys how to install them on your Toyota 4Runner. If you want to see more videos like this, please go ahead and hit the subscribe button. Before we unbox this thing and install it on the 4Runner, we need a clean platform to start with, so let's go ahead and wash the truck. Well, perfect. Now that the vehicle has been washed, we can go ahead and start reviewing this product. Let's talk about the packaging, because that's the first thing you are going to see when you order your Hooke Road sliders, bumpers, etc. So I gotta say that packaging is actually pretty cool. Another thing I want to say about the packaging is it must be packed pretty well. There's a couple of dings and whatnot from transport, but there's nothing sticking out of these boxes or anything like that, and that's something that's pretty common when you order a heavy overland piece for your truck. This stayed intact, so we really like that. Now that we took a look at the packaging, made some comments about that, let's go ahead and just unbox this thing, open it up and see what's inside. First glance, they're looking pretty good. It is kind of a bed liner type paint job on there, and most of the welds look pretty okay. I think the bed liner definitely hides those imperfections, which is kind of nice. One thing I'm noticing is as I'm moving these around, there's something inside of here. Let me know if you can hear that. Another imperfection that I'm seeing, it's gonna be kind of hard to see on this 360 camera, but do you see this piece of material that's kind of hanging out right here? They are quite light, and maybe this is gonna be a good option for somebody that doesn't necessarily need to build a rock crawler, but if you want day-to-day protection for your vehicle, I think this is going to be exactly what we need. And we're just kind of going over them, taking a look at all the welds, just so you guys can see what these look like before you go ahead and purchase it in the link down below. Looks pretty good. Overall, I think they'll hold up quite nicely. Now we need to open up this box of hardware and kind of see what we're working with. See if there's any instructions or anything to follow. Pretty interesting packaging, just a foam there. Just looks like it's some bolts, some washers, and some pressure washers. And here are the instructions that they sent, as well as two pretty freaking awesome stickers. The instructions themselves look pretty easy to decipher. They even have the tools required and a QR code for online instructions. So I'd say that this is a pretty well put together package overall. All right, hey, didn't think you'd join me down here, but now that we're underneath the vehicle, we're going to be using a 9/16 wrench in socket to put these bolts in. I already had a couple of steps that I didn't like. They started to rust pretty bad, but I left the hardware in there, and I'm glad that I did. It's just a lot easier to find. But we just need to remove 3 more of these 9/16 bolts and replace them with our new one. New one looks a little bit nicer. This one just pretty corroded. It was sitting under my vehicle while I was living in Oregon, so Got plenty of wet, salt, all that good stuff on this. So let me just go ahead, remove these 4 bolts, and then we'll install the slider. Now is going to be the tricky part, holding the slider up while we install them on the 4Runner. Do not have a jack, so I'll just have to get creative here. So that was not too bad. Just kind of held it up with my leg as I hand tightened all the bolts. Now we're gonna go around with the socket, finish tightening all the bolts, and then we'll see what it looks like. Well, they're installed. For ease of installation, I'm giving this a 10. But let's see how they look. First look at the rock sliders. They have a really awesome profile. Does not stick out too much, does not stick out too little. In parking lots, as well as if you bump into trees, pylons, anything like that, it's going to protect the body of your vehicle. And I like this one specifically because it has this bump out feature. Now, why that's important to me is when the door is open, it could act as a step for me to get into my ski box. Here we are on the passenger side, and we're just going to repeat those steps. Remove the existing bolts, hold this slider up with my leg. That's all there is to it. We got both sides installed. And very strong, as you just saw. I was able to put all of my body weight and bounce around on it. We'll talk about the full durability and strength of it, but honestly, I'm very satisfied with this product so far. Well, now that you've seen me unbox this product, install it on my vehicle, it's time to go over a couple of things and give this product my honest review and opinion. I have it pulled up here on my MacBook, and let's start off with the price. The price is $249.99. It's less than $300 for this piece of armor. That is what I would call budget friendly. It's a really great price for something like this. So on the website, Hooke is claiming heavy duty construction, constructed from durable 1.9 inch diameter by 0.06 inch thick steel tubing. Now that is quite thin. For 99% of people, $249 to protect from door dings, etc. on the sides of your vehicle, well worth it. Go out and purchase this if you're interested in it. Now for that 1% who want to actually use these vehicles for rock crawling, they want to take these sliders and slam their trucks up against boulders, this is not for you. 0.06 inch thick steel tubing is thin. These are relatively light rock sliders, which again, for 99% of folks out there, you're not going to be bashing your truck up against boulders. To give my honest review and opinion of these Hooke Road rock sliders, I'm going to give them an overall 8 out of 10. And I'd say that's a pretty great score. And this is why I'm going to give it an 8 out of 10. Again, for 99% of folks out there, they are going to do the job. You can use them as a step. You can use them to protect your vehicle in parking lots. You can use them for light overlanding to protect against tree limbs, etc. It's a good way to protect your vehicle. I'd say you cannot go wrong, and I'd go out and get them now if that's something that you're interested in. Now, the packaging was stellar. They actually used a spray foam insulation, put plastic down on it, so it completely encased the sliders. There was zero damage. The instructions were extremely clear. They gave me 2 pretty cool 4Runner stickers. Already threw that up on my sticker fridge. Thanks to Hooke for doing that, I appreciate that. They just look really good on the truck. It fits the aesthetic. It's very streamlined. The doors open seamlessly, and now I have a step to get into the box, which I absolutely love. Thank you again to Hooke for sending me these awesome rock sliders. I love how they look on my 4Runner, and I'd highly recommend them to you if that's something that you're interested in. Now, the link will be in the description if you'd like to take a look at these guys, and as always, we will see you guys in the next one. Now that we got the packaging out of the way, we are left. Add that as a blooper, that's funny.